Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to revamp the Willow Creek base game houses. Um, this one, I don't change a whole lot. I do change the inside layout to it, and then I just kind of update everything, make it feel a little more appropriate, change the eaves up because we didn't have a whole lot of roofing tools when the game first came out, so just here to kind of edit. Don't change a lot, but edit. And keep it in the starter home budget of 20,000 simoleons so that it's still a starter home, but just a better one. And today we are sipping on a ginger ale, since it's one of my favorites. Just keeping it nice and simple today, guys. I do strip everything back to normal, like just like the wallpaper, the drywall wallpaper, so I could kind of get a clear view on what I was trying to do. I do use the new doors and windows that just came out with the update. The update came out February question mark? I think so. Um, for their birthday surprise, I guess they wanted to say. Um, So I use some of those things. Definitely some of the windows, definitely doors and windows. I tried to use the new kitchen. I don't remember if I keep the new kitchen because I did build this a while ago and I just haven't gotten a chance to record for it. So I don't know. We'll find out though. Huh. I did want to keep the back door in line with the front door because the homes that the like Willow Creeks are kind of inspired by are called like shotgun houses. So the like joke is, or like the lore behind them is, if you shot a shotgun through the front door, it exit out the back door. Um, Obviously that's probably not what would really happen, but that's why they're called shotgun houses. Um, they're supposed to be kind of, I feel like they're supposed to be themed after like New Orleans and how that kind of vibes of the houses are there. So I didn't change like the style or anything, or at least I tried not to change like the real style of the house. I did add a back porch. You guys are watching me struggle with the roof because wasn't sure what I wanted to do, like with a roof line, if I wanted to keep the same as the front or change it up, and then I end up just using the same as the front porch because it was just not looking good, guys. It was trash. That's what it was. So I do change it up. That back porch is a little thin. I did try to put a chess table on it, and I mean, your Sims could have possibly gotten on it. I think they only need like a quarter tile to actually get to things, but I just wasn't sure and I didn't want it to not work, so I moved it from the back later on. I think I changed the wall height to the short wall heights because I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure I think that the medium wall height just felt very tall on the inside. So I do bring them down to make it feel less spacious. I don't know how to say, I wouldn't say spacious, but I guess empty inside because you can't have a whole lot in a starter home if you want a few nicer things. Like I think the kitchen counters I kept, so they're just one of those situations where you decide you want nice kitchen counters or tall walls. So I picked the nice kitchen counters. And I don't even remember if I keep them. That's even the worst part. Here are all the new windows that they added. I just was placing them. I do take away some of the windows later on to save money. I was just placing windows where I thought I would like to have some windows, so then I could change them when I needed to. And then, yeah, we get started in adding doors on the inside, and I know we start with the kitchen. Um, I do build this really big U-shaped kitchen, and then it doesn't work, so we're just not going to talk about that. I was gonna start with the basic starter home cabinets. Well, I did not. I'd go with the bougie new counters that they gave us in the update. Um, I do think I keep those ones though throughout the build. I don't think I change them. I started off doing like what I thought I wanted in the kitchen to realize that that was an expensive move and that was not going to be a starter home kitchen. So I dial it back for sure. I also thought I was going to have cabinets, upper cabinets in this build. I don't know who I was and what I was thinking. I think I add a window in the kitchen later. I think I do because I remember thinking it's really dark in here and it like seems kind of boring. So I'm pretty sure I add in a new window where the sink is so that we could have some natural light coming in. I think those are the new tiles they added into during the update. I really wanted to utilize all the things that they gave us in the update since it was a big one. We got a lot of new items and a lot of new furniture pieces, which is nice. A lot of doors, windows, things like that. I do only put a small table in here. I mean, right now it's really only built for two people to live here. Um, I mean, that table you could add four seats if you need to. Later on, you definitely have to make the house bigger. I mean, you could probably get another super small bedroom in here if you made the kitchen smaller if you wanted. This is just how I did it, but you guys could do whatever you think. This is just my revamp. I don't know why I chose pink as the color, but everything ends up being pink. Like ridiculously so pink. Like outrageously pink. Um I think I do I want to say I change some of it though. Um because there's not a whole lot of color choices in base game. Like if you really look through the base game, there's not a lot there. So it was either pink or blue or yellow. You could get away with, I think, using yellow as too. And I'm like, I'm not really fancy on either of these colors, so I just chose pink because the new door and windows had a pink swatch. So I was like, well, we'll just use these ones. Yeah, here it is. Here I go, deleting everything because I knew I was not going to be able to afford the new countertops. I totally did lie. I lied about keeping them because I thought I was going to be able to, and I did not. Um, I think that's why I think I did it so I could have upper cabinets, maybe. That's possible. Um, I kind of don't remember. I don't. Yeah, see that I thought I was gonna try to get four chairs there. That doesn't happen. It doesn't. It just doesn't. It doesn't. It feels like it's too squished. So I change it. Um, I don't remember. I wish this wallpaper doesn't have that brown skirting board. Like I really like baseboards and like crown molding on the swatches, but I wish they gave us like a white one or even like a two swatch ones like they've been doing. Like you'll get a brown and a white, or so that way if you have white accents, you then your brown baseboards don't match. Like I mean, I know that's a simple thing. They could recolor, but I mean, they're not gonna. But that's something I wish for. Just because when you have a white door, you're not gonna have brown baseboards. I mean, maybe you will. I would not. So that's why I feel like it's weird, in my opinion. But each their own, I guess. I just wish we had more swatches. Oh, I did give him a TV, which was ballsy of me. I could have, because I was like, maybe I'll give him the TV instead of computer. Because the computers are really expensive. And this is supposed to be like starter home. Um, oh, you know what? I don't know if I put like a bookcase in here or like even like a stack of books. That would have been a good one too to have for like entertainment or for skill building. These pictures came in the base game update too. I should have upscaled them, like hit the bracket key a little bit to kind of fill in that space a little more. I did not, so sorry about that. And if you don't know what to do with a corner, you add a plant, guys. You know the drill. I am so indecisive, and watching me build a house is honestly really puts into perspective of how indecisive I am. Because I will change the same thing over and over and then just go back to the first thing that I did the first place. Like, I don't know why I do it, but I do. Oh, I do not keep all those windows in this bedroom. I mean, I love that. I love having lots of windows in the room, but it got expensive. And I was trying to keep this under 20,000 simoleons. Honestly, I could have probably made this house smaller, like not as wide and shrunk it in a little bit. I did not. I wanted to keep all the outer walls the same. So that way it was technically the same home, but not the same home. See, I do try to put the chess table out here. I don't think I keep that. I'm pretty sure I put it on the front porch. Just because it seems so tight. And then I think I put a little half wall right there to kind of feel like to sort of separate the room. Um, just because I feel like it felt odd, too open, you know? So I just needed something for the bathroom door to kind of make, okay, this is a teeny fake little hallway for the bathroom or slash powder room. Um, and then I'm going to put the fence on the front. I just used base game. Like I said, I didn't use any other pack and these revamps because I felt like since they were Willow Creek base game, I didn't want to um, use any other packs for them. It is so annoying that when you put a fence down, and if you've already picked a foundation, the fence changes the foundation. It's really frustrating. At least for me, it is. Like, I think that's so annoying. Oh, okay. So the blue flooring that I placed for the ceiling on the front porch is like kind of a lore in the south that if you paint your front porch ceiling, like the top, a light blue or blue of any color, it keeps the bad spirits away. So since these are supposed to be like New Orleans homes, that's why I kind of did that. I felt like it was kind of like their lore or their inspiration styled home. So that is something they do. They do that in Savannah, Georgia as well. I was trying to put rugs in here because it felt so empty. And then I'm like, none of these rugs match. So I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing. So I put the desk in. Oh, I do put a book stack. Okay, good. Because I couldn't remember if I put like a book stack or a bookshelf in this house. So that's good to see. And then again, everything's pink in this house. It's super Barbie dream house, but starter home. And am I real happy with the fact that everything's pink? No. but it's pink. Oh, I do the So if you don't like, this is a hack that you could use, is to like make it look like it's one continuous like rod instead of kind of like the Desert Lux windows. Since we don't have anything like that in base game, you can kind of cheat your way into making something look like that. It's just shelves that you can line up with the Alt key. I think I'll get rid of that bonsai tree because I think it's like an expensive activity. Like it's great to have for skill building, but also I think I was trying to save money in places, so I finally ended up deleting it because I think I was over budget for just by a little bit. So a lot of things sadly had to get deleted. But there's things that you could put back when if you wanted to download this from the gallery. I said yeah, I just feels dark in the living room, and it's probably because there's not a whole lot of lighting and I was sadly running out of monies for this. So this is why it's kind of dark. And I feel like that's why a lot of base game houses are they feel kind of dingy because there's not enough lighting in them or enough windows. So this one also feels kind of dingy when you download it. So my bad, guys. I mean, you could delete those rugs and put more lights in, but I just like having the rugs in the house. I, I don't know why that tile has the weirdest glare. Does anyone get that else where it's like so blown out by the light? I don't understand. I don't know if it's because like the window and the light inside like is causing it to like just blow out the wallpaper, but it's really bad, honestly. It happens in a lot of places. Look at me putting so much clutter and thought I was gonna keep it. I don't know what I was doing. I was building like I was not building a starter home. That's what I was doing. Because starter homes are pretty plain Janes, because you can't really have all the extras goodies in it when you have um, only 20,000 simoleons. So I think I tried to bust out debug pictures. I don't think I use any of them. Like I was looking for like the science prints that you can get when you unlock stuff in the career. I don't think I use any of that stuff at the inside. I know I use debug landscaping so that the outside of the house at least looked finished and not because landscaping is kind of expensive in The Sims. So I definitely use um what's my color? Debug landscaping. The weird things you look for in base game and things that you never use in your gameplay or houses without like I don't think I ever put those little clocks on the nightstands ever. Ooh, I love the move objects glitch where it like when you use move objects, if you place something, it like places it twice. Like you're holding shift even though you're not. Love that. I really they should like I know they gave us beautiful countertops and all of that for base game, but can they give us some more curtains? The curtains are so bad. I know they gave us a bunch of new swatches for the curtains, but they're still like a little rough, honestly. Like those little ones I wish are like, can we have some more curtains that have plain curtain rods? Like I know that one's got like the little leaf on the edge, which causes it really hard to like put in a corner because it clips into the wall. And it's like, I don't want that. I just want the flat end. So and you got to be careful because some of your curtain rods will clip out to the outside. Because I've had that happen and I've had to move the whole window over a little bit. So Gonna watch clipping. Yeah, sorry about that being all over the place. I was not trying to make you guys motion sickness. That watching it makes me sick. Um, I was checking the price, as you can see in the corner. I'm checking like the price of the home. You can see this is where I start to delete things because I realized that I was over budget and was trying to make it where it was still a starter home. And this is where I start deleting things. And windows. And all the extra things. And I was like, okay, yeah, can't afford this now. And this is where it gets kind of dark. I really needed to put a lamp in that corner instead of a plant, but the lights are expensive. For whatever reason, base game, like all of their stuff is just super expensive. So it's actually kind of hard to do it. I don't know if I show you guys all of the landscaping since it's pretty just tedious repeating all the same stuff. But I might. We'll find out together, huh? Also with landscaping, I just repeat the same things and like switch them all up and around. Oh, you know what I was doing? I wasn't using debug and I thought I was, and that's why I deleted all of that. Um, yeah, because landscaping is expensive, so you really don't like cannot afford landscaping if you're not using debug. Tile, this is me just looking through all of debug for the plants that I had started using in the beginning, and then hopefully finding something similar so that we can continue to do this. Also, when you use debug landscaping, you're definitely going to have to take your foundation back down to floor level because it will float. Like if you try to get close enough to the foundation, it will cause the plants to float. So you'll have to bring it down and then bring it back up and add the stairs back, which is a little annoying and I always forget about it. So then when I go back, I'm like, oh shit, I have to do that. So there's that. Just a tidbit if you don't know. This is me trying to figure out how I wanted things. Those trees are such a wonky tree. I mean, I guess it's supposed to be a bush, but like they kind of give me like topiary tree vibes. So, I don't know. They're kind of weird shaped to me. Just, I mean, landscaping's kind of boring, so you guys can skip ahead if you want. If not, you could continue to watch me landscape. These are just some low-lying flowers, the hydrangeas, and like I said, those funny bushes that are supposed to be like I said, I think I don't know if they're supposed to be bushes or it's supposed to be kind of like tree shrubs. Um, but they're definitely more tree shaped than they are bush shaped, but um, just kind of repeating the same thing so they look very um, manicured, I should say, uh, for the homes. Also, if you're looking through debug for plants, try to like bring a bunch of them out at a time instead of doing what I'm doing because I lost like the plants I was using. So you just keep seeing me pulling out random things trying to see if it's the right item or not. That is the downfall with debug. It's like not labeled, it's not anything, it's just the image where else because it says debug. So that is the downfall for that. So you do have to make sure you try to pull out as much as you think you're gonna need, unless you can find it in there quicker than I can. I'm not that quick. It takes me forever to find things in debug. So Oh, and this is where I fixed the terrain paint because it was a little, look was a little much for me. I do not forget the outdoor trash can. I know you guys are probably thinking that. I don't. I go back and add it later when I go back and do my last like little checks to make sure I got everything. So the outdoor trash can does get added. So I do delete something else for it because the outdoor trash cans are like 200 simoleons. They're kind of pricey. So um I do add it though. So this is probably another annoying thing about it, like using debug is adding back your stairs. But um we got there. See, it's just a little bit. I think I delete, yeah. I start going back and finding cheaper objects and items for some things. Um so that we had a little extra money because did think I checked to see how much money I was at and what I needed, and I realized I didn't have an outdoor trash can, so I do put that. And I don't know if I put a mailbox. That is a problem. I have to do that, but that's okay. Do I get rid of the TV? I can't remember. Oh yeah, I get the small trash can. It's so sad. I guess I said I need a trash can inside if I had an outdoor trash can, but I guess it's just a habit to put one. This is where it gets dingy, sadly. I think, yeah, I think we're done. Like, I think I got everything and kept it under the 20,000 simoleons, and I just take away some things so there's some still extra cash. Um, so it's not so expensive. Oh yeah, see, this is where I just went back and like changed things and put cheaper objects in. Okay, guys, we're gonna go inside so I can show you the inside of it in the first person view. This camera is so slow, so just bear with me, guys. Almost there. Okay, okay. Now we're through the front door. Here we go. And here is like when you walk in, there's the bathroom door, little living room. There's plenty of space, like stuff you guys can put stuff on the walls or add more stuff. And like I said, I wanted to keep this under the 20,000 simoleons. So it's pretty simple in here. That one corner over there by the desk bothers me 'cause it's so dark, but that's an other person's problem now, not mine. Little powder room, nothing crazy in there. I don't think I put a toilet paper roll because, I mean, I didn't have the money for that right now. Little desk, little bulletin board for like the postcards. Master bedroom. It's very pink in this house, I told you guys. And then this is the little ensuite, nothing crazy. Could make this so much better as you guys play, update everything. And we're gonna go out the back door, little back porch with everything. And that is the whole revamp. We are gonna come back around the house, but um, that's all I have to say for today. So I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.